Hello, everybody out there. This is Adam, the Super Para, also known as the Para Prince. And this is going to be a interesting topic. I am going to be talking about sex. And I'm not talking about beating around the bush. This is gonna be the real raw deal, if you know what I mean. So, get ready to hear some stuff. And I hope everybody's doing great today and having a good Sunday. Okay. Alright. As I said, the subject is going to be sex, which is a lot different now. Okay, well, I'm going to start from the very, very beginning of let me see. I'm just gonna jump right on into it. I ain't worried. No. To be honest, being that I'm a complete T8 para, that means all of my feeling cuts off right around my belly button area, all the way down. And I mean, like, you take a baseball bat and like swing it and hit my leg as hard as you want, I cannot feel it at all. So yeah. And then if well, let's just say if I were to take a big old nut punch, I wouldn't feel that either. But all right. Okay. Now, I'm going to be talking about sex when it comes to this para, the super para, the prince of paras. Basically, pretty much when I was in the hospital after my surgery and everything, that was kind of when they were like teaching me how to properly cath myself and doing it properly, like sanitation wise, making sure it's clean, all that good stuff. And and what's funny is maybe the fourth or fifth morning I was in the hospital, my nurse came in, and when you're just a few days out of your surgery like that and you're recovering, if you're sleeping, then they will actually go ahead and cath you for yourself. And that was awesome, because that was letting me continue sleeping, so that was okay with me. But the one thing that the first thing I asked my doctor actually was if I would be able to get a hard on or be able to bust a nut. And basically he told me that I could. Like, he said that even though all of my nerves were severed and stuff, like with medicine, like Viagra, Cialis, what is it, Extends, all that stuff. Like, yeah, uh, that is what I would have to take. So, yeah, um, my fella can still stand at attention and salute everybody. And when it comes to busting a nut, I don't know. I really don't know. Maybe I have before. Maybe I can, but to be honest, I have not, like, I basically haven't, like, had sex with somebody in, let me see, since 2011. So, yeah, I don't know. It's, it would be very interesting to see now. And, but, alright, I'm just beating around the bush and blah, blah, blah. But, alright, let's talk about it. Okay. Now, when it comes to me, the nurse, when she came into the room that morning and she went ahead and capped me, she had came back because it was around 7, and that's when they wake you up, and your breakfast would be coming in, I think, like, yeah, around 7, I believe. And whenever she had came in, she had told me that when she had capped me, that I actually had a semi. And I was just like, and I asked her, I said, why didn't you wake me up? I was just like, I wanted to see that, because the whole time I had not, seen any tents being pitched or anything like that. So, like, when I heard her say that, like, my eyes lit up like hell. Like the first time I ever busted a nut. So, automatically, I was just thinking, like, oh, well, hey, I still got it. And lo and behold, even though, well, let me see what I'm trying to say here. I guess just being the fact that I have not had sex in, let me see, 7, 8, 7, almost 8 years. I don't know. When it comes to me, like, I cannot feel anything, any kind of sensation. But one thing is that, fellas, when it comes to climaxing, busting a nut, you get the little tingling sensation, and then when it's like the best feeling in the world. It's like somebody is just like sucking the soul out of you, and like I would cut both of my legs off just to be able to feel that again. And I know it's not gonna happen, but I would do it anyways. But in my case, instead of being able to feel pleasure down there, I actually, well, not just me, but most, pretty much all paras and quads, who end up losing the sensation of, busting a nut or coming or climaxing, orgasm, um, a lot of us end up just like, it's not us doing it, but it's something that just changes in our brain, I guess. And for me now, it's to be honest, like, what really turns me on is, like, to be honest, is when a girl sucks my nipples. Oh my god. That is woo woo. Like, that tickles and it makes me go and like, I love it. And if it feels the same way, like, to women the way it does to me, then damn, like, But anyways, yeah, that is that's one thing about changes when it comes to sex, is instead of me feeling the sensation down there, I'm just really sensitive when it comes to my nipples. So anytime they're stimulated by a female, like licked, sucked on, or just played with, oh man, like, that's what's up. Like, for real. I really, that's my spot. Like, yeah. So, but see, there's also other people that maybe like their earlobes or something might become their G spot. So, because I have heard of other people saying that, like, earlobes, maybe places on their neck, it just depends on the person and I guess, like, the way their body, like the way the body feels, in the brain. I don't know what it's called. I'm not smart. I'm cute, so I have no idea what the name of it is. I guess it's I don't know. It's like your brain is just like saying, hey, even though you're not busting a nut, you're feeling really good in, like, on my nipples. So, like, that is the spot for me. And so, yeah, like, I just sat there and told everybody my G spot. So now I can't really, well, now everybody knows where it's at. So any ladies want to help? Nah, I'm just kidding. But no, seriously though, when it comes to sex, so much has changed. Being that my accident was in 2009 and it is now 2019, about to be 2020, that's gonna be basically, well, it's already been over 10 years since the last time I have felt that, and I miss it. I mean, I've never talked to any person who, is in a wheelchair and is a pair or a quad, who does not say they do not miss that feeling. But to me, yeah, like, it's kind of like being cursed, but also being blessed at the same time, because maybe when I was younger and well, I can't say like in my 20s because my accident happened when I was 23. But up until then, uh, you know, well, you know how guys are, everybody. Like, we can be dogs. Like, and I'm not trying to throw any dudes under the bus. But come on, people. Like, we know what's up. Everybody know what the deal is. Like, even women are like that. You know? So, yeah. Like, that should be no surprise to anybody. That, of course, you know, being that I lost the feeling of my penis and basically, hell, he could be in a jar sitting under the kitchen sink and I wouldn't even be able to tell. But see, alright, just getting to the point, I don't know if I can bust a nut anymore, or come, or orgasm, or skeet, whatever you want to call it. So, but see, the reason for that is because I learned that the more, well, being that we sit in a chair all day, that creates a lot of heat. And, you know, your balls, or your testicles, it's not good for them. They need to be able to breathe, and they need wiggle room. You know what I'm saying? Like, they need some space. They don't need to be like bunched up like in a little hacky sack. But yeah. I learned that when I was in biology, when I was going back to school after my accident. And it was funny because I remember when my instructor sat there and said that, I just straight up said, whoa. I was just like, so you're sitting there telling me that he might not be able to go anymore? And the entire class started laughing, and hell, I was laughing. And because, I mean, it's comical. I mean, like, come on now. Like, anytime somebody's talking about, like, of course you're going to get a laugh out of it. But I mean, to be honest with you, I really don't know if I could actually have children of my own. Even if I were to be able to come or bust a nut, I don't know if I'm sterile anymore. I mean, I don't know how much, I don't know if they got, swim in them anymore. They might just be blinks. So that's just something that comes with being a para or quad. But I do have a story. I'm not gonna say who it is, but it is a buddy of mine. They said if you take a vibrator, not like the ladies have, but one this kind. Like, if you get one like this, this one is basically just for my back and my shoulders and stuff. But they say that if you take the tip of this, and if you can get a semi, then you just put this on the tip and basically just and my buddy, he was telling me the story about how he tried it. and he happens to be a quad, so he doesn't have a lot of control in his arms. So, I mean, just the way the story went, I mean, oh my God, it was so funny. He was just like, yeah, you know, I was sitting there and I was doing what they told me to. He was just like, and about like, you know, 5 minutes after I was sitting there, he was just like, my legs started to spasm. And basically, his body just started shaking out of control. And he said that he almost fell out of his chair because of it. But he busted a nut. And so, like, I mean, it was like, it's a funny story, but it's also an inspiring story, just because of the fact that, like, there are still ways to, you know, try to get yourself to achieve that. But when it comes to me, I'm not gonna lie, I tried it before. It does not work with me. I don't know why, but it just doesn't. So, to be honest, like, I've taken Viagra, and for some reason it didn't work that good for me. Like, you know how they say, you could have, like, you could have a hard on or an erection for up to like 4 hours. Man, I had one for like just like 3 minutes, and then a couple minutes will go by, and he'd go boom, he'd just go down, and then a few more minutes, he just you know, time to pitch a tent again. And it was just so confusing. I just did not understand, like what is going on. Why is it not working for me? I just didn't understand. So yeah. So basically, instead of just taking one, I guess I would have to take like 2 of them. So, but I don't know. But I have tried Cialis, and Cialis works better than Viagra. Hell, it actually will even work the next day. I mean, there's, I mean, it's kind of embarrassing, but it's like I ended up taking one just to see if it worked better than Viagra. So I took the pill, and I mean, I couldn't really tell a difference until maybe like an hour later, and all of a sudden I was just sitting there, and I'm just like, I looked down, and I was just like, whoa. And so I was just like, okay, Cialis might be the one for me. So that's the medication I prefer for my erectile dysfunction. But yeah, when it comes to sex, it's basically, for me, like, basically, in my position, being that I can't stand up, it's hard to hit it from the back. You know, it can't be ass up, face down, so it's really difficult. Most of the time, it's either reverse cowgirl? Is that what you call it? Yeah, it's not a guy, but it's a girl. For me. So, but yeah. So either I would just have to lay on my back and let them, enjoy the ride, But there was one time I actually we were in the missionary position and I was on top and I was able to perform, but I don't know. Like, well, she said that she could feel it, but eh, she didn't. And then she was just like, "Oh, I know you," and nah. So I don't know. I don't know if I did. I don't know if I didn't, but I do know that if I did, I didn't feel anything. So that's how, or that's why I say I really doubt that I did. So, yeah. So when it comes to this dude right here, the super the para prince, this prince can't even get his, what you want to call, this prince can't even get his wood to rise. But, well, not without medication at least, or without stimulation from a female. Because stimulation from a female, for me, helps because it's not me having to, like, try it. Because if I'm sitting here trying to masturbate, it's not gonna work. Like, just because I already know in my head, like, what, like, why, or, I mean, it just feels awkward now. So, I haven't been able to, like, do that in, hell, 10 years, over 10 years. So, but when it comes to me, I can lay on my back and let the female do reverse cowgirl, facing me, cowgirl, whatever you want to call it. I can even sit in my chair and do it like that. Oh, and then also, like I said, I can also do missionary where I'm on top. It's just a little bit awkward because I can't really tell if my pelvic area is thrusting, like, so, because I can't really do too much because my muscles stop right here. So, I have no idea. But she said that, she could feel it. So I was just like, okay, I'll take your word for it. And yeah, so that's how sex works for me. But if there was anything I could do to be able to have the feeling in my penis again, I would. Like, like, there is nothing that would stop me from being able to get that feeling back if it was possible. But it's not possible. So for me, the best feeling in the world to me when it comes to having sex, besides like the visual aspect of the female and the fun that like the fun that 10 digits and a 2 gauge tongue ring can do, that is, that's pretty, that's let's just say that over the past 10 years, I've picked up a couple of different talents. So, yeah. So, after you do get into an accident or something like that happens, I said it's like a gift and a curse. The curse is you can't feel it anymore, which sucks. Oh my god, it sucks so bad. But the gift is that I can still feel pleasure by stimulation when a female like licks or sucks on my nipples. And I mean, it's not as intense as, you know, busting a nut is, but it's, I would say, 3/5, maybe. Yeah, I'd say 3/5. So yeah, it's not gonna be close to what it ever used to be like, but so yeah, that's sex when it comes to me. But see, also I was gonna say another good thing about it is, um, for some reason, I don't know. Well, see, I've actually never been this way. I've actually really always been a gentleman. Um, I was never like a player, or I never cheated on anybody, or anything like that. I was loyal, um, loving, trustworthy, and all around just a really, really great guy. And like and honestly, I still am. I'm really proud of that. My mom, she raised me. She knew how, she raised me. And my father, he taught me how to be a man, and my mother taught me how to be a gentleman. So yes, I never really did like run around chasing after tail or anything like that. Um, I don't have any children. Um, I never even had a scare of getting somebody pregnant because I was always safe. And uh, hmm. I'm trying to think about something else I can say about sex, but I just don't really know. Hmm. Well, look at there. I am at a dead end. Huh. But, no, there are still some times when, um, just out of the blue, he will actually pop up to say, hey. And normally it's when it's like the most inconvenient time, like when I don't need it to happen, is when it like might happen for like 2-3 minutes, and and it's just like sitting in my chair, it's just like with a bulge. I'm just like, I don't know what to say. I don't know if anybody even notices it. So like, yeah, so yeah. But yes, so when it comes to me, when it comes to sex, I cannot feel him anymore. I don't have any pleasure down there anymore whatsoever. But the thing is, though, is if like, say if I see like something that would normally turn me on, something that is kind of funny and crazy, is I will start spasm. I will have spasms on my lower stomach and around my pelvic area. And sometimes like my legs and my chair will even start jumping. And like that's kind of funny too. But but yeah, it's just it's just another way of, I guess, your body saying, like, you know, you lost a feeling, but you're gaining another feeling. It's just a different kind of sensation in a different kind of way. It's more mental than it is physical. And I really wish it wasn't. I wish I could change that. I would do anything in the world if I could change that. Um, Hell, I would chop off. You could have my left hand if I could just. Let me see. I tell you what, I got 5 fingers. You let me have sex 5 times and be able to feel everything. You can have this hand. You can have it. I don't care. That's how bad, or that's how much I miss it. So with that being said, yes, sex is a really big thing when it comes to pairs and quads. I have never met a person who says that they do not miss it. But once again, it's like I said, after your accident, a lot of the guys who probably like did go chase and tail, it's kind of like getting what you call it, it's kind of like getting your nuts it's kind of like getting your nuts cut off. I forget what they call it. Neutered. Yeah, neutered. Yeah, neutered. That's basically kind of what it's like. So instead of having that sex drive, it's, I don't know how to explain it, but it's like my sex drive has decreased, but the emotion, the want to, and the talent, all of that is still there. So that hasn't changed. Just that I can't feel my pecker. I just can't feel it anymore. So yeah, that's the story of sex when it comes to me. So, and this is just coming from me. Like I said, there may be another pair out there who is just like, well, you know, he might like his nipples being sucked and licked and stuff, but I like my neck being caressed or something like that, or your earlobes. I mean, some people, even like their nose becomes their G-spot. And when it comes to females, I don't really know too much about that. Pretty much because I haven't really talked to a female about it. Just because the only time that I have been around them, there was like a whole group, and it's just, it wasn't a subject that should be brought up or whatever, with all the people who were there. But either way, yeah, so I can only speak for myself. So when it comes to me, my nipples are my G-spot. Straight up. Like, yeah, that's the best feeling that I can get now when it comes to any kind of sexual feeling. It's through my nipples. But yeah, that's basically sex wrapped up. in a nutshell for the me. So, yeah, that's all I really know to say right now. I'm not really getting any questions anymore. I'm not really getting suggestions on what to talk about. Also, John, I was wanting to tell you, when it comes to us being able to do a video, like on my YouTube channel, to where both of us can show up in it, I'm still trying to figure that out. I had a friend who sent a link under the post. My friend Andy, she sent one, but you have to pay for it, and it's just like, honestly, I'm not gonna pay a monthly subscription just to make a video. Sorry, I'm just not gonna do it. There has to be another way. So just if anybody out there knows anything about, like, possibly, see, I was thinking something about maybe like possibly FaceTiming, because I have a smart TV, and I was thinking I could maybe bring it up on my TV and turn my camera and just sit beside my TV, and John, you could be on my TV, and we could be talking like that, and my phone could be recording it, but I don't know if that would work. So yeah, let's put our heads together, get up with me sometime this week, hit me up. You got my number. Yeah, so just hit me up. And let me see. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So this wow, I've been going on way too long. Okay, everybody. Yeah, this is Adam, the Super Para. Oh, did you see that? Did you just see that? It's a heart. It's the Para Prince. Ha, and a heart. That is badass. Okay, y'all. I'm gonna quit blabbering on. I hope everybody has a wonderful Sunday, and I hope you have a great week coming up. And being that it's the holiday season's coming up, I hope all of y'all are prepared for that. I hope everybody gets along, or gets the family together. Sorry. So with that being said, I would like to just say thank you for listening, and well, I guess that's it. So I'm going to say goodbye now to all of you beautiful people. And remember, if you did not hear it from anybody else today, you heard it from the Super Para, the Para Prince, Adam, that I love each and every one of you just the way you are, because that's the way it should be. I'll see all of y'all in my next video. Bye!